And we're back, man. Yeah. What a weekend, huh?
Definitely been exciting. Man.
It's been an exciting weekend, man. Wow, yep. I still kind of don't know what to say. I'm trying to get this intro out the way. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back, man. How y'all doing? It's another slapper of an episode from your boys. It's Eazy, man.
And it's Tony.
And we're having a conversation today, man.
Pretty big one.
Pretty big one, man. We got a lot to talk about. Elimination Chamber was last night. There's some stuff going on in the NBA. The NFL Combine was still going on. Some other Oscars are tonight. That's another thing I forgot to mention before we started. Oscars are tonight. So yeah, man, a lot going on. But nonetheless, we're back. I already say it's Eazy.
Yeah, you did. Okay. You want to introduce yourself again?
It's Eazy. So yeah, man, my brain is all over the place right now. We're gonna jump right into things. All right. We are on the road to WrestleMania. The talk of not only just the wrestling world, but in the past 24 hours, the entire pop culture world has been talking about John Cena has turned heel for the first time since 2004. It is like, John Cena is a heel. We watched this man turn heel. Unless you've been living under a rock lately, everybody's been posting about it. It was on SportsCenter, ESPN, Complex, Bleacher Report. The meme pages are posting it. Like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. This is big news. And you don't have to be a wrestling fan to kind
of understand the magnitude of it all.
Even if you don't know wrestling, you probably know who John Cena is. And he's the good guy. He's the smiling baby face. He is literally prototypical baby face.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, in real world perspective, why it's a big deal in the real world, John Cena is the number one Make-A-Wish grantor for that organization. He has the most wishes granted for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
You're absolutely
out
correct.
of all the celebrities that do, he is the number one. That man just kicked Cody Rhodes in the balls and choked him out with his tie. And
after beating him in.
After just
beating him to a pulp.
So we're gonna go over the whole check because first of all, and it's crazy because hell of a show. The show was already great. And then we still had Cody sold the decision with his soul if he was The Rock. The Rock wanted his soul. Like, we still had that. And I ain't gonna lie, at first I was like, why is this closing out the show? Because that, usually the chamber main events, but that was closing out the show. So we're gonna go over it and we can get really into the nitty gritty of the heel turn, right?
That shit.
Well, did you catch most of this? I know you caught, most of the second half.
I caught bits and pieces. I'm in the loop.
What were you doing?
For the most part.
Tell the people what you were doing while it was going on. While I was doing the homework.
From 7 to what? I was probably
7 to 10:30.
7 to 10:30. 8. Got on the game.
You threw 8 in there.
Probably. I think that's probably about it. No. Wait. No. I was asleep. I woke up like 7:48, almost 8ish. We got on the game at 8:30.
Okay.
Hooped. Gave niggas some buckets.
Buckets.
Fuck is we talking about?
That's what you was doing.
Got on Rivals. That shit was a little trash. It's whatever though.
Okay.
Got on COD. That was pretty trash too.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna tell y'all the rest of my notes. But
so
either way.
Yeah,
I was there. I was in the loop though.
While he was gaming,
I still was in the loop. Man.
I was fully invested. I was on Peacock. I was locked in. I had my blunts. I had my my sodas or whatever. I made sloppy joes last night.
Tough.
They were great, by the way. And
yeah.
then I was locked in. So let's go over it. Like I said, it was a great show, top to bottom. Mostly a great show. Women's Chamber kicked us off. participants were Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne.
Yeah, there it is.
Roxanne.
You know it. Liv Morgan. She doesn't have a song, but Bianca Belair, Naomi, Bailey, Alexa. I think that was it, right? Was that 6? Roxanne, Liv, Bianca, Naomi, Alexa, and Bailey. Yep, that was it. And shout out to those girls, man. They all went hard, man.
Yeah.
Great match. Great match. Naomi and Liv started us off. That was pretty cool. Well, they were supposed to start us off. You see?
Everybody.
I
told you.
They were supposed to start us off until the storm arrived. I'll say it like how they say it on The Storm Returned.
Facts.
Jade Cargill is back, ladies and gentlemen, and we know who did it. The whodunit is over, apparently, or seemingly, because she got in there right before the match was about to start. Naomi and Liv is squaring up because they had been. Liv and Raquel was seen at leaving the scene when she was beat up. So Bianca and Naomi been fussing with them about it, like y'all did it. We're gonna beat y'all ass, and they've been beefing over that. So Jade goes up like she about to smack Liv, and just whops Naomi. Oh my god!
Tore that ass up.
Man, me and your brother was just talking. She came out. She looked great, as always. She looked great, right?
Always.
So in great shape. You could tell she been training. She been going in. Beat the dog shit out of Naomi. There's no way I can sugarcoat that. Kids, cover your ears. No, she beat the dog shit out of Naomi. And
boot she
gave her a dirty boot.
That shit was woo.
See, that's how true it is. Something in my eye. It's like she gave her a crazy boot. And then to top it all off, she slammed her head in the damn chamber door. Not the pod door, the actual sliding door of the chamber itself. And Naomi was eliminated before she could even start the match. They took her out on a stretcher with a neck brace. And at this point, I like the storytelling here. Bianca was already in the pod. She had already made her entrance. She was in the pod, and she's watching because she can't get out. They locked her in already. She's watching, and she's like, "What the hell is going on? What the fuck?"
Yeah, she was losing her shit. She was losing her shit.
On her. She dropped to her knees. She was. What is?
I fell to my knees with a lost game.
No, bro, like she was like going through it in there. But yeah, so I guess we kind of already knew, but the execution was flawless. The execution of this whole thing was flawless. When Jade from the minute Jade's music hit, everything was perfect.
That's tough.
To the minute Naomi got carried out. And all she did, she beat her ass and she left.
Yeah, no,
she just walked out.
She walked out like that ass whooping that she gave out.
That was awesome. So now getting into the actual match. Now at this point, Liv is in there just laughing it up like I told you. Liv, she turned into a little asshole too, fucking around with Dominic. So she, I told you. And then first person out, I think, is Bianca. She flies out and then she checks on because they taken Naomi out already. She's like, oh my god. Her and Liv going at it. I forgot who came out. I'm not going to give you an order or anything like that, but I'm going to try to breeze through it. It was a pretty good match. Some great spots. Alexa had some good moments. She was in there. Bailey all showed off. Roxanne looked great. Roxanne looked like she had been on the main roster the whole time.
That's tough.
Shout out to Roxanne Perez. She's still treading the fence with the NXT thing, and then post Mania she'll be full-time main roster. Like, Roxanne is awesome. She did so good in the match, and I'm so happy for her. Like, I've been a fan of hers for a long time.
That's tough.
Like, yeah. Shout out Roxy. Bailey did her thing. Liv was also really great. I think Liv she started. I think she finished also, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she finished. But she didn't win because
winner,
chicken dinners are on Bianca Belair. Let's clap it up for B. She's going to WrestleMania. My pick. If you watched last episode, which you fucking should have, you should have watched last episode. If you watched last episode, that was whoa. Calm down, Jamal. All right now. No, but if you watched last episode, that was my prediction. That was my hopeful winner and my prediction. And she fucking won. So if everything goes as planned, if Rhea retains, like I think she's gonna retain tomorrow night on Raw, we are getting Bianca and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Oh my
that's
God.
gonna be hard.
Niggas is in the comments on IG talking about why is that? No, it should have been that. Yo, go to hell. This is the money match. If you've been following wrestling, bro, like I know COVID was a hard time, but if you've been following it since like 2021, these are the two most prominent featured women in the company. The two top women
If you
in the why do you think they've been keeping them on separate brands?
No, if you don't watch wrestling, there's a chance you know the names though.
Literally,
Like,
you know Rhea because she's like everybody's quote unquote goth mommy now. You know that's been a thing.
Wink, wink.
This nigga talking about wink, wink. We know whose side you're on.
Nah, I'm neutral. I'm here for a good match.
Here for a great one, right? Yeah. I am too. It's because it's gonna.
I think they're both great wrestlers.
Like let's just real quick going over just both of them. Since 2021. Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania beat Asuka for her first women's title on the main roster. Bianca Belair main events night 1 against Sasha Banks wins her first SmackDown Women's World Championship. 32 was kind of, I think B did something at 32. Who did she fight? Not 32. I say 32. I meant 38. Bianca fought somebody at 38. I can't remember who though, but I know she did a good one. Rhea, I think, was involved in a tag team shit. But this was when Rhea was doing her villain arc anyway. Like it was when she was got tired of being a good guy. Now 39, you fast forward. This was Hollywood. This is when okay, shit was awesome. I think you had Becky and Bianca right at that one.
Tough.
You had Becky and B, and then you had Rhea and Charlotte. That was Rhea's star making moment. Okay. You see how these are it's parallels, bro. It's like, and then last year, Bianca was in that 6-man shit with Jade, and then they just had to get Jade in there. That was her basically doing the favor for Jade and shit like that, Naomi. But and then Rhea beat Becky.
So that was
so that was that thing. So now it's like they've been, like I said, they've been the two most featured, successful women. Winning titles, main events everywhere, on every show, every week. They're low key the two. I mean, I'm a Charlotte fan, but they're low key the two most talented women they got right now.
Yeah,
and it's hard to pick a winner. So,
shout out
smart. Shout out to Bianca for that. Next match up, I believe, was the tag match with Tiffy and Trish against Nia and Candice. Everybody was complaining about how this match was boring. It was literally just Trish's kids got to see her wrestle for the first time live. Okay, so that's cool. That was what that was for, and that was just because they were in Canada. Trish gets her match in Canada. Awesome. Easy. Okay. I mean, obviously that was the least, featured, match.
Yeah,
that niggas was looking forward to. I don't, wrestling fans are. They like to
not every
about,
match is gonna be
obviously you gotta have your. This whole setup's gonna fall. I see it's right here. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're gonna have your filler matches, and you're gonna have your, your matches that are for minor storylines and shit. It is Trish in Canada. She got a nice pop anyway when she came out, to the Lil' Kim. So it is what it is.
Good for her.
And they won, obviously. Her and Tiffany. Just gotta help put Tiffany over. Also, help her build her star. Well, kind of like I was telling Drake, like I was telling your brother. You gotta help build her star because she's still kind of young. It was alright. It was decent. Tag match. Now we watched Murder, I believe, again. It I don't know who died though.
Double homicide?
It was pretty much a double homicide.
Murder suicide.
You could have called it that. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for about 30 minutes just decided we're gonna kill each other, literally, and see if we can get away with it. They beat each other down all over the place. I'm surprised neither one of them were bleeding. This shit got they had a chair with barbed wire on it. They're doing little busters through chairs. Sammy went through 2 tables. They're fighting in the crowd. More tables broke. Crazy, insane spots. Kevin's just destroying Sammy's neck. He's gave him a power bomb on the apron like twice. Like it was like damn. Like it got to a point where it was like, stop this damn match, bro. Stop this fucking match, bro. And Kevin won. I mean, Sammy could, he could get demon time when he want to, but
it's KO.
It's
man.
KO.
It's
bro.
KO.
It's KO, bro. Like
man's initials are knockout.
he's the one that when he gets to that place, he's hell of a match. So like I said, Kevin won, and then after the match, he wanted to kill Sammy. He pulled the concrete back, like from on the side, like on the outside of the ring on the floor. He revealed the concrete and shit, pulled the shit back, and you can tell he was gonna try to give Sammy a fucking pile driver on the concrete. Like, but before he could even do that, I hear voices in my head started playing, and here comes Randy Orton. And Randy's looked like he fucking 809 Randy Orton. He's yoked up like fucking swole, coming out looking pissed off and badass. Randy. He's Randy, man. Yeah. Randall Keith Orton made his return. Last time we saw him, Kevin Owens dropped him on his head, gave him a nasty pile driver. So good to see Randy back. Did he give KO an RKO? I think he might have. He might have got his hands on him or something like that. I think Kevin Owens might have escaped. I know security got fucked though. Yeah, he was just getting security. He's like, yeah, boom, come here, boom. I know one guy he was like, boom, yeah, stupid, like it's Randy. He's back.
But you gotta love Randy.
It's Randy.
Man. You gotta love him.
The match has to be KO and Randy at Mania. I'm wondering what Sammy's gonna like do though. What Sammy's plans may be. I miss when they just had like ladder matches for shit that if niggas didn't have anything to do, just throw them in a ladder match for like the IC title or something. Like,
Hey,
I would do that.
Just do this.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, it's looking like Randy and KO at Mania.
That's tough. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That's just it hasn't been confirmed yet. That was fun. And then we had the men's chamber. Let's see, who was in the men's chamber again? Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, John Cena, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Yeah.
I knew names.
I
knew
you
names.
do. You do.
Yeah.
5 former world champions and a Logan Paul. So
yeah, I guess he accounts for something.
I guess. Podcast.
A place. Placeholder.
Not even a placeholder. He's Logan. He's the money grabber.
He's a placeholder.
He's the attention grabber. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like he can't go.
No, he can't wrestle. I'm not saying he can't wrestle.
He's an asshole. You love to hate him too. So
I'm saying there's other niggas that can wrestle that weren't there. That's all I'm saying. Other niggas that like actually wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, a lot of names we could have pulled out.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I have no beef with Logan or Jake.
Jake.
I don't
throw Jake out there.
Talking about Paul. I don't give a fuck about Paul Pierce either.
All right. Now we're deviating.
I'm done.
This man, he's funny. Okay, so yeah, that was it. Who started us off, man? Who the hell started us off? Rollins and Drew started us off. That was cool. They did their thing. A lot of storytelling going on. Because whole time, CM Punk is in there talking shit to Drew and to Punk. And he's like, yeah. So you better hope. And nigga, Drew is like, I'm gonna. And Punk's telling him, like, yo, you better hope you're not in the damn match by the time I get out of here, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I think I heard him call him a bitch or something like that. It was cursing all over the place. That was cool. Punk comes out, obviously going at it with everybody. Cena comes out. Priest comes out. Logan Paul comes out. All of that. Not in that order. Don't kill me. Shit was cool. Everybody's getting their stuff in. Let's see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Drew got eliminated by Priest before Punk even got out the pod.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but from my memory from last night, I believe that's what happened. And niggas was pissed. So that probably is the match that they're going to give us Priest and Drew at Mania. It'll be cool, though, because last year he cashed in on him. So, good to see that. What probably. Let's see. I think Punk eliminated Logan Paul. Logan Paul had some cool spots, jumped off the pod and shit like that. Super CENA came in, just attitude adjustments, flying shoulders, fucking you can't see me's 5 knuckle shuffles, and doing his thing, and you know, smiling all over the thumbs up. It came down to him and Punk at one point, and they were smiling at each other. He was like, "Hey, bro, hey, what's good, gang?" And then he was like, "Man, come here, gave him a hug and shit." That was cool. Going at it with everybody. Some more people got eliminated. Honestly, the finish couldn't have been better, in my opinion. It came down to CENA, Rollins, and Punk. Basically, CENA and Punk teamed up to eliminate Rollins, bro. They were, because at one point in the match, like, they was looking at each other. They was all three looking at each other, and then CENA and Punk kind of stepped like closer to each other, and Rollins like, "Oh, you on his side?" Like, you know, Rollins don't fuck with Punk. Yo, bro, like, as far as Rollins is concerned, Punk could have stayed gone. Like, he does not want him there at all, right? So the fact that he's like, "Oh, you're on his side," you heard it. He's like, "Okay, what's up?" They're like, "That nigga Rollins." I was like, "Yo, you had to watch. You have to see this in real time. It's so hilarious." Like he's like, "All right, fuck it then." He started throwing him shits at both of these niggas, right? So eventually, like, later on in the match, Punk hits a GTS on Rollins, and then CENA yokes him up and gives him an attitude adjustment and eliminates.
Okay.
Rollins is out. WrestleMania Dreams is over, right? We're down to CENA and Punk, and they're going at it. They trade finishers. First of all, we get 1-2 ooh, 1-2 ooh on both sides, and it's like, oh shit! All right, now we're starting from scratch again. You know, stalemate. Punk is at this point like on the ropes, kind of like facing where the chamber door is at. He's kind of like on the like bottom rope, trying to pull himself up, and CENA's on the opposite side of the ring, like, you know, leaning on the ropes and shit. I don't know where this man Rollins came from. I thought he left. He comes from off screen and just gives CM Punk a ridiculous curb stomp on the outside, bro. Just boom, and then he lays there, bro, with that look, like that fucking look, like, and then CENA, this is good. He's been in Hollywood long enough. He's a good actor. He's learning things. CENA, and he immediately yokes CM Punk's legs, and he puts him in a sleeper STF, not the regular. I think bro. Different. He was. He just go to sleep, go like, yo, bro. He's squeezing, and Punk's fading. He's fading, and he's out. Ding, ding, ding. John Cena is going to WrestleMania.
I called it.
Oh, you did. We kind of knew, but you did.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't bet against Cena, man.
Yeah,
Super Cena. But yeah, man, that was like a hell of a finish because and I love. Oh, by you want the kids say cinema? The kids call it cinema.
Absolute cinema.
As Punk is in the STF, he's fading, he's going to sleep. Because if you call back to Friday, Rollins told, if it's not me, it damn sure isn't going to be you. Over my dead body, you will main event WrestleMania. See, like, Rollins is not the, and he's out of the chamber, but he's holding on to the chains and he's screaming at him as Cena. He's like, die! He's like, die! Like, that shit is so crazy. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that shit. That is perfect storytelling. Like Rollins said, if I'm out, I'm gonna make sure that, like, he's going down too, bro. Like, I hate this man that much that I don't care if I'm out. I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker dies. Like, he's screaming, die, just die. Like, oh, he's like, and then he watches him phase looking at him as he fades, bro. Like, storytelling is out of this world. Storytelling's out of this fucking world. So Cena's going to Mania. He's smiling up a storm. Boop, 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 boop. Trumpets is going, Pyro goes off. He's going, ha, ha, ha. And then the lights go out. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Adrenaline, in his soul. For now. If he still has a soul. because it's Cody Rhodes. He's coming out. And he's, all right, I guess it's me and you, Cena. And, Cena's like, man, I got a lot of respect for you. You know that, but I can't wait to, he daps him up, bet, hey, man, see you if you smelled. And then here comes the fucking final boss, right? He interrupts all of that bullshit. He comes out, and in the middle of the, what The Rock is cooking, right? Before the beat drops, Fiend starts playing. It come outside. It's night. Yeah, it's like, here comes Travis with the damn title. Travis Scott comes out. Travis is he's out of his mind, right? You see the lighter? He comes out, he's screaming. He's like, he's lit. He's fucking lit. And then they go back to the, the Rock. Dun, 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 and the Rock comes out with the slow walk and the, my goosebumps on my arm. And yeah, like, he looked at Trav. I think Trav was like, let's fucking go. And then like, Rock was like, yeah, let's do it. And then like, they're walking and shit. At this point, Travis Scott is obviously playing the heel with Rock, right? Like he's got on all black and he's got the shades on. He's like, he moving shiesty as hell. Like it's cool though, because like, yeah. And it's all right, gets in the ring. Cody, it's time. I need your decision, and here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you guys what The Rock says. This is what he said. I'm going to hold my arms open, and you will embrace me. You will come to me, and you will embrace me as your brother, and you will be my champion. It's like, at this point, Travis Scott's standing in the corner, and he's saging himself with a candle. Don't know why. He's just got a candle. He's just going all around. Okay, all right, cool. Cena's still in the ring at this point. Cena's standing there like, and Cody, Cody gets a mic. This was awesome, too, by the way. Cody gets a mic, and he's like, Rock, I want it all. That's the first thing he says, and the crowd's like, oh, what you mean? And he's like, but, I don't have a soul. He's like, because I sold my soul to this championship and these people, like, a long time ago. And gets a big pop, and ba-da-da-da. And then he says, after that, he's like, hey, Rock. Uncensored, by the way. Completely uncensored. Hey, Rock. Go fuck yourself. Crowd pops like Toronto explodes. Like, what? Like, yo, like, what? I'm over here like, no, he didn't just say that. Like, live? Really? Dropped an F-bomb. And Rock is standing there like, huh. Like, oh, all right. Cena's freaking out. He's like, oh shit. Like, yo, you crazy as hell, boy. Like, oh shit. He daps him up, right? He gives him a hug and he's over there. And he looks at The Rock. And The Rock does this. The Rock does this. Crowd starts swelling. Cena's face changes, backs up, smiles at Cody, kicks him right in the balls. What the hell is going on right now? What is going on right now? This man, John Cena, proceeded to quite literally beat the snot out of Cody Rhodes for like the next, what was it, like about 10?
Yeah, probably.
Because Rock and Trav like joined in on this. This was, he choked him with his tie. They took the Rolex that he was wearing off of his wrist and hit him in the face with it a couple times. This is all John Cena, by the way. He's bleeding. He hit him with the championship a bunch of times. At this point, Travis Scott's in there. Cody's bleeding. Travis grabs his face. He's choking him damn near. He puts his head down, and then he smacks the shit out of Cody Rhodes while Cody's on the floor. Not even joking. Just gave him a smack.
Yeah,
Boom.
I seen it. I seen
like,
it.
Oh, my God. He's got blood on his head. Oh, my God. Travis? Is that you? Like,
I think it has some built-up pressure.
Rock takes off he has a weight belt that says Cody's soul with Dusty Rhodes' death date on it, by the way. Which is, if you don't know, Dusty Rhodes is Cody Rhodes' father. Awful, right? Cody's soul. That's hilarious. He takes Cody's blood, smears it on the belt, just like he did last year, WrestleMania, with the same shit, smeared it on the belt. And then, so Travis Scott's holding Cody's, like, arms, and John Cena is holding Cody's legs, and Rock is whooping Cody with the fucking belt. Just boom, on the back. Boom. And Cena puts his foot on top of Cody's head. Rock stands next to him. Travis Scott's in the background, and and that's it. John Cena's just turned heel in the wildest way possible.
Man,
Just when you thought how the hell could Rock and what is even going on with anything, they pulled this, and now everybody in the world is invested in what the hell is going on. This got so much attention overnight. Like, first of all, Drake was in the crowd because they were in Toronto. Drake was there.
Obviously.
Like, Drake was
is everywhere.
That's what is crazy. Drake was there. A lot of celebrities there. This was insane. This is still being talked about. Like, I'm scrolling down my timeline today. I'm sorry, I'm gonna hit this.
No, you're good.
I'm scrolling down my timeline today, even last night, like, and today. Like, it's still like more and more like pages are talking, like non-wrestling pages are like
talking about that shit.
John Cena turned heel before GTA 6. John Cena turned heel before Cardi B's second album. Like, that type of shit, bro. Like, yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, all the Make-A-Wish kids are crying right now because they just, like, you know, and that's what you got to think about. Like, this, like, yeah, John Cena's, like, still for the kids, bro. He's always been for the kids, regardless. What do you think, like,
I seen somebody
this
say,
kid's crying.
Well, yeah, obviously, because there's always going to be kids that appreciate.
There are children that looked up to that man.
Yeah, but I seen somebody on Twitter was like that it could be a good time because a lot of kids that are watching wrestling are looking up to guys like Cody Rhodes and Jay and them. You know what I'm saying? So the guys that really grew up watching John Cena and loving John Cena are you.
Us. That's us.
Know, that's us.
We're older
that's the
now.
adults.
So
now was the perfect time
like
to do
this.
it. Because yeah, there are
this
kids,
is what we have been talking about.
There are kids that are going to be hurt by it,
but they don't know Cena like we know Cena.
Like we know Cena.
They don't know.
We were looking forward to something like this, whereas to kids, it's just another hitch in history. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is history. They don't understand. This is going to be talked about for like years and years, bro. Like, this is the day that was never supposed to happen. Yeah. Cena was supposed to go into the Hall of Fame as the ultimate baby face, 17 time probably. Now I want them to put the title. Now you got to put the title on him, because not only is this we deserve a heel Cena title run. We deserve it. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what Hollywood Cena looks like yet.
I need to see it.
What is this gonna look like? Like how is this? What are we in store for? Like that's what I'm really like trying to see. But it is good business though, because say he drops the title, Cody drops the title in Mania to Cena, right?
Mm-hmm.
You build this man Cena as the ultimate heel. You want to talk about he's had a golden shovel his whole career burying people in. Give him the golden shovel for real now. Have him run through everybody until he circles back to Cody. Make Cody the ultimate, you want to really make him the face of the company. You want him to be the quote unquote quarterback, like they're trying
to make him take him down.
Have him take heel Cena down and Cena pass the torch to Cody like that. That's never been done before. That's never there's never been a passing of the torch from generation to generation in this way. A lot of people were mentioning Rock versus Hogan from Mania back in the like in what was it, early 2000s? I forget which one. What was it? X8? No, it might have been X7. No, was it 18? It might have been 18. But yeah, that was another. That was the double turn. Hogan was the bad guy going in. Rock was the good guy, and the crowd told basically made him switch, and they went with it, and that turned into one of the greatest WrestleMania matches in history, right? So. Mm-hmm. 1 second. You got to be able to work with what you got, but it's a good thing they got gold, man. And either way this goes, this is gonna get attention, regardless. Like you thought, I was telling him the other day, like I didn't think this year's WrestleMania really had a chance of coming close to how good last year's WrestleMania was. In the span of one night, they have changed my opinion. This could be another historic WrestleMania, bro.
That's tough.
So like looking forward to it. The card is now we have a handful of matches now. We can assume, right?
Yeah.
We've got Jay versus Gunther for the world title. We've got Charlotte and Tiffy for that women's title. We're getting Bianca versus Rhea probably for the women's world title. We're getting heel CENA and Cody Rhodes for the undisputed title. We might get Randy and KO in a, street fight ambulance match. Who knows? Hell in a Cell. I love Hell in a Cell in Mania. But, and then, they're building to a couple other things. Probably getting Jade Naomi. Like, yeah, it's looking good. And now we're officially building to the big show. So we're about to find out what does our U.S. title picture look like for Mania? What does the Intercontinental Championship look like for Mania? What are the tag titles doing for Mania?
Yeah,
like that type of stuff. What other filler like rivalries are we, personal things like what's going on with that now? It's we're gonna be following all of that. We are officially we've it started off kind of slow since the Rumble. We've kicked it up now. We're going. And yeah, we're having fun with it. We're gonna be on this show every week going in, because this is gonna look a lot of like Rock is probably gonna be back more often now. We don't know what Cena's gonna do, because at the press conference yesterday, Cena came out. He sat down, grabbed the mic, dropped it, walked back out. John Cena. That son of a bitch.
I'm about to say, man.
That's how we got to do him now.
Damn, man.
That's how we got to do him now. That motherfucking Cena. But this is going to be fun. I hope he comes out Hollywood as hell, yo.
Can't wait for it, bro.
I have given you people 20 years of da-da-da-da-da. And when I finally decide to choose myself, this is what you do. You don't like it? Well, fuck you. That's what he got to. Now, if they let him come out on Netflix and drop that and give us an F-bomb, you don't like it? Well, fuck you. Oh, yeah. Heel Cena wins already. That's how I'd write it. That's how, hey, Paul, hey, Triple H, that's how I'd write it. You already let Cody tell The Rock to go fuck himself, man.
Yeah, fuck it. What?
Yeah, there's nothing else you could do now. The door is open.
Use it.
The door is open.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man. Awesome stuff, though.
That shit gets you excited.
It does. It does. It gets you very excited. But that's pretty much, I think did we talk about the Hardys last episode? Or did they come back this week? That could have been this week. I think that was this week. Little side note, Jeff and Matt Hardy made their return to WWE on NXT this week. Pretty sure it was this week.
Yeah, I think that was this week, actually.
Yeah, they made their return in a tag match. They're the current TNA tag team champions. And TNA and WWE, obviously, they got a partnership going on now. So it's the first time that we're seeing Jeff since like 21 or some shit like that. First time we're seeing Matt since like 19, 20. I think 2020. So
shit hard, bro.
It was awesome. Even if it wasn't Raw or SmackDown, it's NXT, it's WWE, man.
Yeah,
they look the same. They're the best. They're the best. It's like the tag teams, man. Them, the Usos. It's like it's hard for me to choose, but yeah, they're the best. The Hardy Boys. It was awesome. They came out. They're doing Jeff is
throwing that
shit. Yeah. Awesome. One with a Swanton, one with the Twist of Fate Swanton combo. And I think what is it, Roadblock, NXT Roadblock, they're gonna be challenging Fraxium. No, Fraxium is gonna be challenging them for the TNA titles, the tag team titles, I believe. So
okay. What's up?
And Fraxium is like low key. Nathan Frazier and Axiom. That's why it's Fraxium. They're low key like one of the best tag teams in the world right now. Over on NXT, they're NXT tag champs. They're really fucking good. So
that should be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
That should be tough. I have to check it out.
Yeah, man. But that was just That was the other thing. Obafemi and Moose are gonna have their match. That's cool. Moose, big black motherfucker. So is Obafemi. So anytime you got two,
that is.
they're just it's gonna
nigga,
be
bro.
brutal, man. It's gonna be fun. But that's pretty much the wrestling news. Yeah, man. John Cena's a heel now. That's the
big thing.
That's the talk of the town everywhere.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's the talk
too.
of the town everywhere. We don't know where this is gonna go. We don't know what he's gonna do.
We'll just have to kind of keep a.
We're on a ride for sure.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
We're on a ride, and we're gonna be following that very closely on this show. So make sure you guys come back to us for that. But we can transition now, man. You want to go NFL?
Yeah,
it's Combine weekend.
Yeah, it's Combine weekend, man. Let me go ahead and get my numbers out. You know how I do. Nah, but in all seriousness, I just wanted to briefly touch on some things, just kind of looking at some of the prospects for this year's draft. Some of the, I guess, top numbers and some of the top skill positions. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for running backs this year, man, I hear it's been a pretty, I don't want to, it's not as deep of a quarterback class this year, as some years. Usually what I've noticed in the last couple of years is it seems like one year will be a good QB class and the next year will be a kind of dead one. And then the next year will be, it's kind of like that pattern. Okay. So, with it being not a lot of quarterbacks coming out this year, it's been deep for like other skill positions, like running backs, wide receivers, offensive lines, D-line, DB, shit like that. So, and like you said, it's not bad. That just means there's and that doesn't mean there's not going to be good quarterbacks in this draft. There's going to be the outlier. There's going to be somebody that may be a franchise quarterback that gets drafted this year. True. Some of these guys may be good backups, for whatever purpose. Right. But nevertheless, I'm not really too pressed talking about the quarterbacks right now because I think the only ones that I didn't see a lot of numbers on quarterbacks. I know Shador didn't go out there.
Oh yeah, he didn't have to.
I don't even think Cam Ward went out there, and those are the two top two quarterback prospects.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense. They do that with all sports.
Not gonna lie, might butch some of these names. Ain't gonna bat. Nah, no. No funny.
Wow, shit.
Nah. Where am I at? Why did they do it like that?
We need names.
I got you, bro. No, I just had to. It was acting weird. I had to get my phone right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Nah, for the 40 this year. It's funny. The top five guys. Top five guys in the 40. I'm weak. Top five guys in the 40. I per se hadn't heard about not necessarily top five prospects, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Bashul Tutton. That's Virginia Tech running back.
Oh, okay.
That's had the fastest 40 out of all the running backs at a 4.3, 4.32. That nigga is fast, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I seen it. I watched his 40. Like that shit. That nigga is fast, bro. And it's a lot of good talent in the running back class. It's a lot of good talent in this running back class. Jadon Blue from Texas was number 2. Brashawn Smith, you had number 4. These are all 4.3s.
Oh, wow.
These are all that's 4.32 at 1, 4.38 at 2, and 4.39 at 3. You had a 4.4 flat from RJ Harvey from UCF for your number 4, and finishing off at 5 was Montrell Johnson Jr. with a 4.41.
Wow,
which is still fast, bro. That's fast as fuck. That's fast as fuck.
I wonder if I could go that fast.
Oh no. Like in my prime, I feel like I ran maybe like a 4.6, 4.7.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
And I might have been faster.
That's enough to get you drafted.
It might have honestly been faster. I'm not gonna lie, because I did run track, and my split was from a
track guy.
And when I got it clocked, it wasn't a 40-yard dash. It was I did a 60-yard dash for baseball. So it's like a mathematical split, like how they do with their 10-yard splits, technically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For wide receivers with the 40 this year, you had Matthew Golden from Texas.
Nice.
Was your number one with a 4.2, 4.29. Funny story. Last year's draft, you had. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna go through a lot of these. Like, I'm not even gonna get through all of these because it's gonna take too long to get through all of them. I'm not gonna try to do all that. But I wanted to get here. This was the most funniest thing out of the whole draft process that I actually wanted to talk about. Last year's draft, wide receiver from Texas, Xavier Worthy, who was drafted in the first round by the Kansas City Chiefs, broke the record in the 40-yard dash at the combine with a 4.21. I think it was. That's what he ran.
Wow.
I'm on the page, so I can look at it. Yeah, 4.21. Broke the record with a 4.21. That's the combine record in
Super
general.
fast.
And so this year, Texas has two wide receivers coming out, both pretty fast pretty fast guys. That's why did it do that? That's Matthew Golden and another wide receiver by the name I think it's Isaiah Bond.
Okay.
So this past week, at interviews, Isaiah was being interviewed and he said that he was going to break the record. He was going to break the record this year, this week or whatever. So, as if you put two and two together, I did not say his name when I just said who clocked the fastest time.
Spoiler alert.
Bro ran like and it's funny. It's funny. What I'm about to say is not bad, but it's kind of like, it's not bad when you think about the fact that it's still fast. You know what I'm saying? He ran a 4.4, he ran a 4.39, which is the best clock time. Mm-hmm. But that was slower than the record time as well as his teammates' time. And I think that is kind of funny. Because not just did you say you were going to break the record,
you didn't break it.
You also didn't run faster than you got.
That's terrible.
He kind of just could have kept that to himself. Anyways, back to the top 5 wide receiver 40
Shout out
dashes.
Sky.
I just think
gang is calling me right now. I'm about to hit you with a text real quick, bro. I'm shooting.
I'm weak. You had Dante Thornton Jr. with a 4.3 flat from Tennessee. Shamir Dyke from Florida. Jalen Lane from Virginia Tech. Seems like Virginia Tech had a lot of fast niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
They be running out there.
You know what I'm saying? That's a running back. And then you had Arian Smith, I think that is, from Georgia.
Okay.
And those are all 4.3s, bro.
Those is fast, man. All I need is caffeine to kick in. Those is fast.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm faster. Nah, probably not.
310 pounds. That's crazy. Nah, I was looking at some of these offensive linemen 40 dashes. Because, the number one 40-yard dash for our offensive lineman was a center from out of Georgia, Jared Wilson. He ran a 4.84. Bro's 310 though. That's what I'm talking.
That's not bad.
310 at a 4.8.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Watch out for that guy.
You know what I'm saying? You had Armin Mimbu. I ain't trying to fuck it up that bad. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Either way, bro ran a 4.9 though.
Okay.
And bro is like, he 332.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's like, dude's eating. Big dude's moving though. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
40 yards in 4 seconds at 3-something pounds.
Hey, they pushing themselves.
So out of motherfucking meat.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, bro.
No bread, no water.
That's crazy.
Just me, like Booker T would say.
And all your top 5 offensive linemen ran 4.9s pretty much, except for the number one at 4.8. That's pretty cool. That's tough as hell. I wanted to get to the DBs though. That's really where I wanted to kind of get to, because the DBs ran some crazy times I've seen this year. I believe the fastest time clock this year was a DB by the name of Maxwell Hairston.
Maxwell.
He's out of Kentucky. He ran a 4.28.
That's not bad.
That's crazy as hell. Yeah. You had Darian Porter with a 4.3 flat. Caleb Ranshaw with a 4.33. Jacob Parrish with a 4.35, and then
Close.
Zaya Frazier with a 4.36.
Oh, I know they was all pissed.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of fucking speed out there,
A lot
man.
of speed
Like,
coming into the
that's all I
league.
wanted to kind of get at. Because even looking at a lot of these names, bro, when you think about it, even if, I guess this is maybe your top 20 on this list, maybe top 30 or whatever, but all of these DBs are running sub 4.6s for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of these are sub 4 flats. Like, same for the wide receivers and the running backs. So it's a lot of speed in this year's draft.
Definitely.
And I'm also seeing a lot of talent. Another little story people were talking about is the wide receiver out of Oregon by the name of Tez Johnson.
Okay.
I believe it is. And people were talking about that because he's like undersized. He's like 5'9" something, 5'9" maybe 5. Yeah, like he's like short as hell.
Okay.
But he also ran like a 4.6, 4.5 something 40, and people are like, that's like mad slow for his size. But also he looks a lot faster on tape, so I don't know. It's weird. It's like if I showed you his tape, you look at it, you like, I don't know.
Caught him on a bad day.
And that's the thing. Some people are like that the 40 is I don't know how I feel about this take. People say that the 40 is a technique drill. But I'm just like, it's just running.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
but at the same time,
how?
At the same time, I ran track, so I know there is technique to running.
Oh, that's
there is technique to a jump. There is technique to kind of getting out there, you can get out the blocks. You can necessarily not be faster than somebody, but get a better start than somebody.
I'm listening. Don't mind me.
So I don't think that always applies to a 40-yard dash, but some people say, hey, don't believe what you see all the time on the 40 tapes. But, you know, guys like Travis Hunter, Shador, Cam Ward, like I was saying, didn't participate. So certain people, you know, haven't been so tuned in because of that.
Right.
I know the top pass rusher. What was bro's name? Damn, it's slipping my fucking mind right now. With top pass rusher out of Penn State, I believe it is. He has like a stress fracture in his foot, so I don't know how much he's done at the combine, if he's had any chance to participate or not yet per se. I know Ashton Genty went. You know, that was that running back I was telling you about, shit like that. I know he went, and I want to say, what was his 40 time? I can try to pull it up real quick. Let's see. Damn, my phone was moving slow.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
He not even run a 40. He might not have ran his 40. I know he was out there because I seen some. He might have did some of the cone drills and shit, but he might not have ran his 40. A lot of people don't be running them 40s, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't watch. It's not hell. You don't have to participate. You don't have to participate in the whole combine if you don't want. Some guys just do because you have a combine. You know, you get the invite to do it, right. But then you also have your pro day for the colleges and shit like that. So, you know, teams come to that and watch that. So some guys won't do the combine, but will do the pro day. Teams will still get to see them do drills.
Yeah. And
if you're really good and you've put out really good tape, somebody's going to draft you. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do at the combine.
That's true.
At the end of the day, there's probably been guys, we know it, there's been guys that have had bad drills, bad team sessions, bad combine runs, whatever the fuck, but have had such good tape that they still get their chance.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter because one bad day does not determine who the player is.
Exactly. Remember that, kids. Next time you have a bad game or something. You know?
So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the draft. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Pittsburgh
When is the
does.
draft again?
I think that's like April time.
April. Damn. All right,
I want to say.
Cool.
I might be wrong, but I want to say it's like April, May. And other football news.
I was just about to say, there's some other stuff coming out. We got a trade to announce, right?
Yeah, man. So I told y'all, I feel like I told y'all past weeks that the 49ers have given Deebo Samuels the option to like seek a trade suitors, trade partners, or whatever the fuck, you know. And they have found one in the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
Yeah, man. So they sent Debo Samuels over there for a 5th-round pick. Just an even little swap.
Yeah. Commander fans are happy about that, from what I'm seeing. It's like they think that they got their guy that might be able to take them over the hump.
Look, you get another weapon on the side of Terry McLaurin. You already have some pretty good, rapport building with the guys that like Jaden Daniels had there.
Yeah.
So throw somebody like Debo in the fold who's versatile. I think Debo's not a number one option like wide receiver. I don't think that by any real scratch, but I think he's a versatile wide receiver because you can put him in the backfield. He can run the ball.
Right.
You can put the ball in his hands and let him create things. He can run routes and get open. He just doesn't have a deep route tree, which is why I say he's not a number one. But you already have a number one out there with Terry McLaurin. You don't need Debo to come out there and be a number one.
Nah.
You need Debo to come out there and be a guy that can get open when Terry is getting double teamed.
Kind of like how
Debo can do that.
Jimmy and the Warriors, but we'll talk about that in a little while.
Type shit. So that's what he needed. Another running mate, another sure guy that kind of Jaden can kind of lean on. I feel like that's been.
You need somebody that could.
Because you go into a game and now teams have to say, okay, well, we can try to look at Terry, but we have to accommodate Debo.
Jimmy and Steph. Let me Luka and Braun because that makes more sense.
We have to accommodate for this player as well now too.
Yeah.
That's just another guy that they've thrown into the wrinkle that they can do things with. And that NFC East is deep,
Philly just where you think that puts
Philly
them.
just won a Super Bowl, and Washington was in the NFC Championship. They were just the team right there with them.
Exactly. That's all. Where you think that puts them down?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if
favorites?
that puts them over the top because you still got Saquon there, and until teams figure out a way to kind of slow down Philly, Saquon, and all of the weapons they have there.
How do you slow down something you can't see?
You don't.
That's like a comic book shit, right?
Nah, man.
That's some tough shit, right? They gotta use that.
I'm not gonna
Philly. Y'all could use that soundbite if you need. Just hit the cash app or something.
Yeah, better say sprinkle.
I mean, no,
ain't hard to get along with.
That's a good. How do you slow down something you can't see? And then pew 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 pew. It's fucking Saquon highlights. Like, come on, man.
That'd be tough.
Show me the bag.
That'd be tough.
I'll lend you my voice. This
I
beautiful
have my
voice.
peoples get up with your peoples.
My people talk to your people, and I'm not gonna go full Godfather right now, but I can.
Nah, it's all
the
good.
Oscars are tonight.
It's all good, bro. We're not gonna get our nomination tonight. Bro.
Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it for fucking Godfather. I'll get it for Forrest Gump. Jen A. I'll get it for fucking what else you want? Titanic. Rose.
Anyways, man.
Rose.
Hey, back.
Jack. There's a boat, Jack. Nigga dead, bro. You know that man's dead. Talking about there's a boat. It ain't dead. He's in the water. What the fuck? Hypothermia.
Bro.
It's 1912.
Let me fucking finish.
Go ahead. Finish. We'll get to the Oscars later. Finish.
Let me fucking finish.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead for it, because I got to torch Philly after this anyway, so go for it.
Fuck. In other news, man. Sticking with the 49ers, after the Debo trade dropped, I also saw that they have they're interested in also trading their wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, which is kind of interesting because they just signed him to a long-term deal. Like, they just re-signed him, I think, last offseason.
Shit.
So, a lot of questions going around the retooling that the 49ers are trying to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't really know exactly what that beholds. I don't know if that's them trying to, per se, clear up space to bring in. I've said once and I'll say it again. I think a team has to have a decent amount of targets for a quarterback to work with, but you can't have too many mouths to feed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's great to have guys that can show up when it matters, but if you have too many mouths to feed, eventually somebody doesn't get
exactly. It's like, I'm sorry.
So the 49ers kind of had that problem. You had Debo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, CMC. You had
Punk? I'm sorry.
You know, and then guys like Juwan Jennings that were stepping into their own, and Ricky Pearsall, who you drafted to come into his own. You know, you start having so many guys, and then sooner or later you got to pay Brock Purdy because eventually his contract is coming.
Money,
contract
man, that
coming
bread.
Oof. So
sports is sports.
You can kind of, at some point in time, you can kind of afford to get rid of some guys to maybe either open up space to have. Like I said, I think it's better to have one solid ass wide receiver one that's just that guy that hell, if he's in a double team, I might still throw him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like have that guy.
Yeah.
Like you look at a team like I'm gonna say the Vikings, who have somebody like Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
That's for all intents and purposes, the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Nice.
You can arguably say it's Jamar Chase over in Cincinnati.
You can.
Right? These are both guys that if I need to throw you the ball, I don't give a fuck who's by you. I'm throwing you the ball. Like it is what it is. You feel me? I'll live and die by the turnover that comes with throwing you the ball.
It's a good chance you
go catch that.
Yeah, you probably gonna catch that. Yeah.
And then having guys beside them like Jordan Addison in Minnesota and somebody like what's his fucking name? Got T. Higgins out in Cincy. You know what I'm saying? Having those type of guys that you can still trust in clutch moments to make big plays because they are still great receivers, but they're maybe not receiver one options. We haven't seen them have to be ones yet, but at this point they're good twos. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have that. Like in Pittsburgh right now, we're struggling between, we don't know if George Pickens is a receiver one. He's shown us glimpses of it, flashes of it, but we haven't put him beside a solid two to know, can he be the one?
Yeah.
Or we haven't given him a solid one to know, is he a two? Or should he be the one? And putting him beside a one takes from him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're still in that weird phase of trying to figure that out.
Yeah. I'm not the football guy, but shit.
Bro, it's similar to like basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to just compare it to other sports so easily, but yeah, it's literally
but it is. It's because with any sport you see it happen.
And it all comes down to the bread at the end of the day, bro.
Well, yeah.
Like,
let's look at I'm gonna give you a good analogy real quick. Something I saw online.
Nice.
Somebody was talking about Oklahoma City, right?
Thunder.
Oklahoma City Thunder, right? You have a lot of draft capital still.
Damn, they do.
You have a lot of draft capital. You have a good young team developing, right? You have some big guys, big names, right? Even early in their careers, these are big names. And if they continue on the trajectory that they're on, you continue to have the success you're having. Guys develop the way they look like they're going to develop. Mm-hmm. You have to pay these niggas, bro. Now wait. You get a window. You get a window with the contracts they're on and the morale that the team has right now. You get a window of what you can play with, what you can have, right? So somebody floated the idea of, what if Oklahoma City went out there and went all in on sending all of these picks, whatever the hell, else that may have to get sprinkled in there, to whoever gets the number one pick at a chance to go get Cooper.
Oh shit. That'd be crazy.
Right? You plug Cooper Flag into whatever the hell they have there now, right?
Yeah.
Now wait. Now you say you take this and you do this because you want to take whatever you have and you want to make cost control contender window, basically, right?
That's true.
I got these guys on contract. I get Coop on a rookie deal. He's damn near already prepped to be there.
Yeah.
If we put him in a good environment, we can take him over. Then when these things start to kind of fall off the wheel, I can afford to play with who I let leave because I have him to fall back on to build around. I'm slowly trying to build around him as I'm prepping for whatever Shea may choose to do, whatever Jalen may, whatever happens with this team.
That's true.
Because now I can say, okay, I have that fallback. Look at LA.
Ooh, if OKC
you go look at LA.
Yeah.
You go out there and you say, okay, we want somebody like AD to take over for Braun afterwards, but it doesn't look like a viable option at some point in time.
That's true.
So you turn around and you get the opportunity to go out there and get Luka. Somebody if you maybe put in the right situation, he can be the guy. He's shown what he can do for a franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous to me. That's just how do you do that? How do you make that mistake? How do you make that mistake? It's Dallas.
You sit him beside LeBron James and you say, we're going to take one of the greatest basketball minds of all time and let it help develop one of the greatest basketball minds of the future of
No,
basketball.
literally, you could say the fucking present for all that. The shit Luka be doing.
Well, yeah, no, but he still has a hand on where this
That's the
league
crazy part.
goes.
He's
You know what I'm
still,
saying?
26, 25,
So
some shit. Like, it's great.
it's crazy when you think of the concepts, and then you turn around and you can, like I said, you can compare it to any sport. But it's crazy when you look at these concepts of
Yeah.
how a team has to. I look at Pittsburgh and I say we did not do what we had to do to handle the quarterback situation after Ben left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're in this purgatory of trying to figure out what we're going to do.
Yep,
When you look at teams like Cincinnati, who went through their bumps and bruises and their lumps to find their guys like Joe Burrow, or Kansas City's that went through getting a journeyman quarterback like a Alex Smith, that was able to. They were able to take Patrick Mahomes, sit him behind him, and let him develop. You could have done that with Ben when he was later in his career.
That's true.
But the guys that you brought in, you didn't give them. And some of it's on Ben for not wanting to give that knowledge. You feel me?
So you
give
know who
that,
I am?
give that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the keys to what I want to do. And so now you look at a team that's struggling to find an identity in the quarterback room. When you have an actual team that can win a Super Bowl, you're just one kind of piece away from it. And that's the shitty part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at Washington, right? And I say I like what they're doing with building around Jaden Daniels.
Right.
You say you have a young quarterback, rookie contract. I can put pieces here. I have flexibility to pay guys. And he's shown me that he can get me damn near there with what was supposed to be a retool year. So let's put some pieces there. Let's throw some more things there that I can do cost wise.
Well, I'm about to say, you think they're done for the offseason? Like this was
no, because you get the draft, you get free agency coming up. So I don't think it's much that they had to do for the team, but I think it's some guys you're gonna let walk. You're gonna try to get younger.
It's probably some guys they can afford to let walk.
That's what I'm saying. Some guys you're gonna let walk. It's some guys that you're already eyeballing on bringing in.
Commanders,
and you're saying this is a young team that's now building some steam. You got a new coach. Guys kind of buying into what he's got going on. He's shown what he's got going on here. And so people are going to want to play there. People are going to want to kind of hop on that vibe. Yeah. That's cool for the city. You feel me?
It is.
And then since we were talking about on the other side of this trade, San Francisco, this is a team that's been in a Super Bowl window for the last couple of years. That's been in the Super Bowl and just hasn't done it.
Yep.
And they don't want to close that window out with still such a big group of talent on that roster.
They can still.
But I'm not gonna lie, you have Brock Purdy, and we're still not. Well, I'm still not 100% sold on if Brock Purdy is a franchise quarterback or he is a system quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a lot of weapons. I'm not saying he hasn't shown that he's a good quarterback, but he has a tendency to not show up when they need him to show up, like statistically.
Yikes.
So if you're the guy, that's what you do. I just have to see that out of him.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and say San Francisco hasn't put pieces around him, because there's been pieces there. There was a great team that was there when he was drafted and he got put in the driver's seat. He's shown well, but like I said, when given the chances to actually show, hey, I'm your guy, sometimes he shits the bed. Or most of the time he shits the bed.
Damn.
So, and it starts off like that early for some guys. Some guys never get it. We'll see what happens with it. But I don't know if they want to go rebuild just yet. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I think they might be just trying to clear space out. I don't know if it's that they see the guys that they have on roster right now, the two wide receivers they have, good. You know what I'm saying? If they say, okay, I like Ricky, I like Juwan, and we're going to draft somebody else, and we're going to go out there with that wide receiver group with Kittle still, and still have CMC or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to decide to keep Ayuk and then run out there with whatever, I still want to see what they do. Because I know for a fact next year they want to contend.
Of course.
Like, I don't think there was I think the team that made it out of there was the Rams, and the Rams are still on the border of what, I don't know what we're going to see from them next year. They're shopping Cooper Kupp and So now you're gonna have Puka Nacua be wide receiver 1 for the first time, and Matthew Stafford restructured his deal. So I guess that gives you money to play with. So are you gonna bring in another receiver? What's gonna happen?
Fun offseason in the NFL.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of teams just want to. With Philly winning it, a lot of teams want to get them. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Not just because they just won the Super Bowl. People just don't like Philly. I mean, Philly fans buy into it. Philly buys into it. They love that, and any team would love being that villain.
That's
you
true.
Feel me?
Yeah, of
Kansas
course.
City bought into it. People are happy that Kansas City didn't win it, but so that gives them a reason to have some type of target on their back or some type of chip on their shoulder to go into next year.
Man, so Pat Mahomes got that tortilla on his shoulder, man.
I think. Oh, and then a lot of teams hate the tush push. They feel like they tried to get that shit banned this offseason.
That's funny.
The Packers. The Packers specifically.
Oh man,
like they got revealed as a team.
What the fuck, man? Can't keep doing that shit.
A lot of people don't like Philly, and I think even though they were happy to see Kansas City not win the Super Bowl, they would have loved it to not be Philly either.
Yeah, that's true.
And so next year and this offseason is going to be big because you're going to see a lot of teams trying to get over that hump. A lot of teams were in rebuilding years, years that were supposed to be tweener years and actually contended for things.
Yeah.
And you had teams that were supposed to contend and didn't contend well. You got teams like us who started off the year hot, made that quarterback change, still looked kind of hot, and then fell off. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of storylines building up and just speculation going on for all these things happening. I'm curious to see what the draft holds. He's going to have some big names go places. You know what I'm saying? Shador sounds like he wants to go to Cleveland.
Ooh.
Sounded like he wants to be the guy to change Cleveland.
Cleveland.
That's tough.
That's what you got to start calling
it. Cam Ward wants to be. I think he wants to be a Raider, but a lot of guys are, just. And I haven't even heard a lot more on Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying?
He's been laying low.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard a lot
online. That's why.
You still see him on mock drafts and shit like that, but I haven't seen a lot on Travis.
I would too.
And I'm curious to see where he goes because wherever he goes, I know he wants to play both sides of the ball. So I'm curious to see where he goes. I'm curious to see if it's a place I can actually see him playing both sides of the ball.
That'd be cool though if he could
actually do it. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Like I said, I don't think
that'd be great.
I think he's listed as a DB because I think that's what he wants to be his primary position.
Okay.
So I would like to see if that's the case. Like if you're gonna let him play both sides of the ball, let him be a starting DB and just give him offensive packages. You feel me?
You could.
You don't have to have him out there every offensive snap.
No.
You just have him go out there a couple of. Oh, you got some 3-4 wide sets. You got him out there in the slot, maybe, or you got him out there wide, or if you want to put him in the backfield for something, maybe you got him on kick return or punt return or something.
Right.
He's a playmaker, so he's a guy you want to get the ball in his hands and let him do something, even if it's not always going to be in his hand. Because defensively, he still has ball hawk skills. He has ball skills, so if the ball is in the air and he has a way of tracking it into his hands, he's going to do a decent job at that because he has wide receiver skills.
Very true.
So I'm curious to see how this all plays out. It'll be fun.
NFL season on the way.
Yeah, it's coming up faster than you think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know the combine was about to be going on until I looked into it.
Me neither, man.
I was like, damn. But then I thought about it and the draft is coming up soon, even though the season just finished. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll do the draft stuff, and you'll have all the hype going on about what player got drafted where and what's going on what. And then next thing you know, they'll have rookie training camps and then OTAs, and then you'll be starting preseason football, man. And, I always, just if you keep it in mind, like I always think about it, by the time my birthday coming up, you're doing preseason football. Preseason football pretty much about to end.
That's cool.
Because September is about to start the football season.
Yeah. I'll be ready for the basketball season around that time. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, because by then, But you know what's funny is like basketball season starts up what
October,
and it stops what June.
June.
And that's crazy when you think about it, July, August, September. It's not even that many months in between, but
It's
it feels
not.
like forever, man.
Yeah.
Time
Hate
without
the
sports just
off-season,
feels like
especially
whatever.
when your team loses.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like you be
See,
ready
that sour
to, you
taste
ready
in
to
your
run
mouth.
it back. Like, no, we could have won now,
Man, that off season after the L to Miami.
Oof. Oh, that
You know what I'm saying?
the off
Season
last
after
year.
the off season.
The loss
after,
to
no,
Indy.
fuck that. The off season after the L to the fucking Hawks.
Moving on.
Yeah, man. You talking about pissed?
That motherfucker gets no airtime on this show.
That's why I didn't say his name.
Who?
Exactly.
Anyway. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck him.
Not like dead ass. Like, dude, that fucker in Atlanta. Stay down there, nigga. God damn it.
Fucking like a fucking lollipop dropped on the fucking carpet.
That's
just roll that
exactly
shit.
what he looks like.
Hold that shit
Man,
up.
baby. Anyway,
Like
we're
a
getting
bird.
off topic. We're getting off topic. He's
Like a
getting
baby
getting
bird.
too much free promo. Moving on, since we're talking hoops now. Philly has officially shut down Embiid for the rest of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, it's mercifully come to an end. Like, finally. Like, not like, you know, his whole career, but like just this. You've been looking at him all season just going, oh, for God's sake, just go get the surgery. My God. Sir, you need medical attention. Like it's like, no. It's like, no, I could keep going. Sir, you need a doctor. Like,
do you think there's ever gonna really be a chance from here on out
for Philly?
With him in general, with Joel Embiid's career? Like,
unfortunately, no. His career maybe, but like as far as him leading Philly to a championship, unfortunately, no, I don't think so. I hope he can pleasantly surprise me though. Like, I hope he can, you know, come back from the surgery next season and all right, he looks healthy. He's playing games now. He's fine. He looks better. He's like, but
I'm just saying, man. The last couple of years, you've seen
it's
guys like Derrick Rose. You've seen guys like Victor Oladipo. You've seen guys like, even for all intents and purposes, somebody that's came back and looked pretty good, but it was still scary. It was like Jonathan Isaac in Orlando, shit like that, you know. Yeah. So just like, and those were specifically like ACL. I think it was more MCL.
But he's got just,
but
his is more, his leg, and then sometimes it's his shoulder.
No,
and
but no,
like,
but for all intents and purposes, when I'm, you know, that lingering injury, it's rare we see we rarely see players actually be able to, especially injuries that it's more or less they came into the league with. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you know, like I said, those ACL injuries and like MCL shit like those injuries I brought up were like just like in the midst of the game moments type of injuries. But those things that's like guys that had knee problems, back problems, ankle problems like Steph had, you know, shit like that. Yeah. These things that you kind of came into the league with that are just kind of that are just things you can't figure out. You know what I'm saying?
He came into the league hurt too, though.
That's my point.
And
that's what I'm getting at, bro. When you start to look at it, how many years has Joel Embiid been playing basketball at this point, bro?
Oh my God, what is it, 11?
Let's see.
11, 12,
somewhere.
11?
That's what. When you start to look at it, bro, I'm not saying I'm trying to write him off. All I'm saying is like it just starts to look bad. It looks hard. It looks like, you know, even if you go out there and get the surgeries, a lot of people will tell you get surgeries and there's no guarantee you're the same person.
The surgery is to save that fucking body part, first of all.
You know,
like before it just gets really bad.
You're never really the 100% same that you were before you got it.
You're not,
or what you were looking to get back to. So I hope shutting him down and getting the surgery does help.
Yeah, me too.
I hope he's able to come back and play at that MVP caliber level that we've seen him play at. But man,
I would love to see him come back at that level. Because I heard we almost traded all the picks for him. Did you hear that? The Knicks almost went like all in on Embiid before we got Bridges and Cap.
I think I did hear that.
Somewhere. Oh, that would have been disastrous for us. Oh, I would have. Oh my. Oh Lord, because that means we would have been going through this shit with Embiid.
Been up here crying.
Been up here sobbing, just hysterical.
People just tuning in
Why
week
is
by
it
week.
always the Knicks?
Yeah, but let's say week by week just to watch us cry about it.
Ugh. That would have been brutal.
Damn.
But I do wish him the best though.
I do for real.
As far as like his health and shit goes, like, cause he's a dominant player.
Bro,
Man.
he's a dog.
Like, I remember thinking like when he won his MVP, I was like, yeah, no, he's the MVP. I had no beef with it. I was like, oh no, it's his. Oh yeah, Embiid was a monster, but yeah, the health thing, man,
It's a scare, bro.
it is.
It's a scare.
It's scary, but wishing him the best in Philly. We can move across the coast though, because ladies and gentlemen, he did it again. Stephen Curry had him a vintage game the other night. What was it? 56?
56
points.
12
12 3-pointers. The man is timeless.
Mama, there goes that man.
As they say. That's what he does, man.
Damn, boy, that boy got a flamethrower, don't he?
He's a sick bastard. You know, he's approaching 36, is it? Or is 37? Flame on.
That's his flamethrower.
That's what he do. That's his green release. No, like in all honesty though, like he's getting up there in age, but it's like, who cares?
No, his play style is timeless. You know what I'm saying? You know, shooting
man.
that ball doesn't have an age. He can do that shit till he's fucking 60 if he keeps his body in shape.
Literally, as long as they set up the right offense around him, you get him some open looks, he can shoot that ball for
as long as he can fucking run and shoot, he can play.
Literally, and that's why it's like his career might be longer than Bron's. He might be able to play till he's in his mid-40s. And he's not as big as Bron. It's not like his body is like super big and shit like that. As long as you can protect him and stay healthy enough.
Right to say, especially by the time you figure he's already 36 and you still see the shape he's in.
He's in great shape.
Exactly.
They out there. Whew, he's still running around, catching, popping, shimmying.
Nighting.
It was on a night that Jimmy had 3 or something like that night. He didn't play good at all that game.
Did he play?
No, he played. I think I had him on the parlay.
Oh.
Could have been, or maybe that was a different game. That might have been the game before or the game after, but I'm pretty sure it was that same game. Jimmy had like 3. But yeah, that's kind of sick.
Steph Curry, man.
That's crazy,
what that
man.
is.
I think the question is just, can they really contend out there, man? Can the Warriors get one more? Can they get one more?
I mean, man, it's getting hard to bet against Steph Curry.
I don't.
I think if they get hot like they are right now, because I've seen since the Jimmy Butler trade, they're 7-1.
7-2.
7-2.
Yes.
7-2.
I believe so. I think they just lost like last night or something.
Oh, okay. 7-2. I see Miami is like 3-6 since the trade.
Damn. Yeah. I think Golden State lost last night or something.
But either way, if you're getting hot at the right time, like I say, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting hot at the right time, anything is possible. I do think the West is still stacked.
The West is crazy stacked because LA is like, what are they in 4th now?
You want me to pull it up?
You can.
Hey, we've been doing this week by week, damn near. This is pretty fun though.
Stat guy.
I like doing this. I like being the stat guy. Makes me feel important.
You're important to the show, man.
Oh man, yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, LA's 4.
My fucking hands are
because it's OKC.
Start off in the West.
Grizzlies. Rockets.
Oh no, they're actually 3.
When did they get bumped up? When did they bump up to 3?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
When did it happen? We're not gonna do this on camera. Anyway.
All right. Well, in order, of course, you got OKC at 1 at 48-11. Denver at 2 at 39-22.
Denver's up to 2 now. Oh, them Grizzlies, man. That loss to us fucked them up.
It fucked them up.
Yeah.
LA at 3 at 37-21.
Damn,
Memphis at 4 at 38-22. Houston still sitting strong at 5, actually, at 37-23. And then The Clippers rounded out at 6, which 32 and 27.
Clippers is in there still.
You're playing right now with Golden State at 7.
They climbing.
32 and 28.
They were just at 10.
They're
climbing.
At 8.
Sack at 8?
Yeah, Sack at 8 with 31 and 28.
We're going to get another Golden State Sack playing. Oh, my God.
The addition of that Zach LaVine,
stay away from
man.
Steph Curry. Yes, sir. Stay away from him. Oh, my God, no.
Minnesota's looking pretty strong right now.
They're
at 9. They're 32
that's not
and 29.
strong. I'm sorry.
It's better.
Minnesota was in the West Finals last year, and they're at 9 right now. And they're at 9.
I think it's better than what the fuck they were giving us earlier this year. I'll give it that much. I tried to give them some.
That's
grace.
Unacceptable. If I'm a Minnesota fan, I want the what? No, we love Ant, but come on, bro. You was just we was 4 wins away from going to the finals.
Yeah, but they sent us Big Bodega. That fucked them up.
Thank you. How's Jew?
Or Dante? Anywho.
Damn.
And then Dallas is at 10. And they're technically I guess you could say they're tied for 9 because they're both 32 and 29. Okay. But right now in standings, Dallas would be 10. And Phoenix is right on the cusp at 28 and 32.
Oh God! So Phoenix is 11.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant will not be a Phoenix Sun next season.
Oh hell no! That trade shit fucked them up anyway. Even if they were doing decent, I think he was still out.
And he already said I don't want to get traded. He said I don't want to get traded in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
because it's gonna fuck up my rhythm and shit. I'd rather try to see what we can do.
He said he didn't even 100% write off going back to Golden State. It was just he didn't feel like that was the time.
Jimmy, Steph, KD. Oh no,
you know what I'm saying? He said he just felt like that wasn't the exact time. He didn't want to go in the midseason.
I still want him, but I'm praying on the Bucks' downfall first because Giannis is just about fed up. I'm praying on the first round exit from Milwaukee, so Giannis could demand a trade and just come on. Where do you want to go? He wants to go to New York. Of course he does. Come on home, Yanni. Come on home, Yanni. Good to see you. Welcome. Give him the good locker.
Give him the good locker.
Show him where all the Greek food is at. All the gyros and shit.
Eat here. Eat here.
Here.
Eat here.
Free for you, Giannis.
You no pay.
No pay. No.
You no pay.
That man.
Money no good here.
Give us Giannis. Give me KD, though. You can give me KD on a cheaper deal. I'll take KD. He's a little older now, but he still works just as much as Giannis.
Give me KD on the cheaper deal, plugging him into what we got now. You just
plug him in anywhere.
You're just gonna tell him get a bucket. That's all you're telling him really do.
Double team JB, get a bucket.
Just get a bucket. There is no more double teaming JB.
Yeah, you can't. And JB's gonna start. Yo, that'd be crazy because he'll really be able to create more too.
And you still got Cat?
I was just about to say. Then you got to watch it because at that point, Cat's just fading.
Yeah,
he's just like, let me just pop out.
Just give a little space.
Just give a little space. Let me bring the big out just in case. KD driving.
It's like you're playing 2K in real life.
No, literally.
Stand in the corner, Cat. Keep the big out the paint.
This is getting very fantasy-like, and I don't want to hype myself up too much because the last time we were supposed to get KD twice. We were supposed to get him in 2016-17 when he went to the Warriors. Then we were definitely supposed to get him when he went to the fucking Brooklyn Nets. And then now it's like, okay, we might be. I don't even want to think about that.
You want to talk East real quick?
What's going on out East?
Just standings.
Fucking hate these guys, but go ahead. We all know who's first.
Yeah, Cleveland's still sitting at number 1, 49 and 10. Damn, that's actually crazy.
It's crazy. Donovan.
Yeah, man.
Should have been a Nick.
Damn, Mitchell.
He should have been a Nick.
So many shoulda, coulda, woulda for us.
All right, I like who we got, but still.
Boston sitting at 2 at 43 and 18, and then
wait, what's Cleveland at?
49 and 10.
Okay. So Boston's probably not going to catch him.
Yeah, 43 and 18, and then there's us sitting at 39 and 20.
Third place.
You know what I'm saying?
Third place is still good.
Number is 3.
Yeah, third.
You feel me?
Bronze.
Nah.
Go Knicks. Nah, what are we at?
39 and 20.
And 20, and yeah. Boston is
43 and 18.
Oh, all right. Fuck, I want to catch them.
They're catchable.
But they got to spiral, and we gotta ascend.
Let me see something.
Well, tip off is about to start because we're playing.
We're 3 games behind
Miami
them
right now. So.
That's it. We're 3 games behind them.
That's not bad. 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games.
They can do a skid.
That's all.
Heavy Knick fans on this show, people. Heavy Knick fans.
You got Milwaukee at 4 at 34 and 25.
Okay.
Indy at 5 at 33 and 25.
They're hated there, aren't they?
Yeah, and then you got Detroit at 6.
That's
at
looking
34
like that's
and
looking like the
27.
playoff matchup right now, for us at least. Detroit.
I like that.
I like it. I'm a little nervous though, the way they've been playing lately.
Man, I am.
They're figuring it out as a team,
man.
and that's always scary. It's like
Yeah, I know
you
what
can
you're
have
saying.
your stars, you can have your guys and your MVP candidates, but
once you figure it out, guys,
once
you're locked in,
bro,
you're
y'all
locked
figure
in.
that out as a group.
You get gritty and shit. You know, you got something.
Shit.
You got something bigger to
You
play
start
for.
knowing like, okay, this is what we. Oh, I know what we doing already. Or you start to see a nigga do something.
Yeah,
like, he finna.
I know where he gonna
Shoot,
be. At.
like,
You know what I'm saying? I know where
okay,
he gonna
this
be
you,
at.
you don't even need to call shit. It gets
Malik
to a
Beasley
point where,
been.
huh?
I said Malik Beasley been out there.
Yeah, Beasley been out there shooting the damn ball, man. Shout out
Shooting
Malik.
That
man.
You seen that shit where you seen that like that tweet the Pistons tweeted back in 2016 when he was going through his draft process that he loves the city and shit
I
like
saw that.
And I guess like his mama or somebody from out there, whatever the hell it is. But it's and now he's killing for them.
I
bro.
absolutely
it's
saw
like
that.
full circle moments like that is what sports is all about, bro.
Who else is Jalen Duren's starting to look really fucking good down there, man. Like he's like a man child already. Big fucking diesel, bro, and he's grabbing boards and he's
Man,
offensive.
11 and 10.
11 and 10. That's a double. Yeah, was he year 2?
Yeah.
It says his draft year. I should say his draft year.
I had to go pull it up, just relax.
I thought you were on the NBA app.
No, bro, I was
that doesn't sponsor this.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm not up there.
That's why you. That's a good one.
3.
Yeah. What?
Well, not 2.
Year 2.
Yeah,
So he was drafted 22.
2.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, basically 22, 23. Year 24. Well, this is technically his year 3, I guess. I don't know. Either way,
he's listed under season 2 until complete.
I get it.
He's a full third year.
Okay, I get it. So
I guess that's how they break down.
Well, yeah, Jalen Duren's still playing really good, and then we ain't even say Cade yet. Cade's playing great.
Oh, you want me? I was just looking at his numbers, bro.
25
and
9, right?
25, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal.
He's
nasty.
He is. He's starting to really like. Oof! I'm the first pick. I was first pick for a reason. Like, shout out Cade, man. Detroit, they out there.
Monty got them boys cooking.
They got Asar. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. Just in case.
Tim Hardaway Sr. out there running around.
Fucking heaving. Little crossover. Still got the crossover. Oh, shit. He got him. Oh, my God. Hardaway Sr.
That's what he did.
Nigga Tim Jr. on his Bronny vibes.
How many times you think Bronny said it on the sideline?
I bet he tries not to. I bet he thinks like, don't say it. Like that's probably like
that shit in his head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's my dad. Fuck, that's crazy. He's 40.
I can't wait to tell my friends.
Okay. Like they don't already. LeBron James.
Guess
Jr.
what my dad did? You don't have to tell me.
I saw it. I was watching,
He
bro.
don't.
Now Bronny.
Bronny's hard.
Little side thing about Bronny, real quick. Him and IT just played against each other in the G League. I think the other day. Bronny had like 18-6 and something like that. Like IT had like 29. Like, fucking sign Isaiah Thomas, man.
Somebody go get that man.
What the hell?
Why is he out there?
Sign Isaiah Thomas.
Why is Isaiah Thomas in the G League?
What is he? He's averaging like 30 in the G League, bro. Like, what are you? Come on.
That man.
Come on. What are y'all doing?
That man killed in a playoff game for Boston after his sister died. Give that man an NBA job.
Give him a chance just to see if he can come off your bench. Give you 10. Facility, he's a vet. Like, what the fuck?
Like, that's crazy as hell, boy.
I don't know. I don't get it. It could be a size thing, but so fucking bro, you seen what he could do, man. If he's giving people in the G League 30, like come on. Like, come on, you got people, you're calling up people in the G League that got no business getting called up. Like,
what's so crazy is like, you mean to tell me you don't think that Isaiah Thomas can give you valuable minutes off your bench somewhere? Like somebody now doesn't think I think the man can give you starter minutes if you really needed it. But I think a lot of places have that position locked up. So I'm saying like come on, bro. Somebody could use him.
I'd love to see him in LA. Love to see him in
that.
LA.
Like
Because who's their backup one? Don't tell me it's Gabe Vincent. Who's their backup one?
I actually don't know.
See?
I actually don't know. Like off the top of the head, I'd have to.
I don't know who it is either.
I'd have to like try to pull up their
Who they
roster.
backup one, bro? IT. Run the backup while Bron and Luka start. And then him and Bron could share the floor together still. Because they both vets, they both smart. It's like I don't know. I don't know, man. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who they backup one is. I can't. It could be Gabe. It really could be Gabe, and if that's the case, then that's not good. No offense to Gabe Vincent, but like his LA stint hasn't been the best. So
Who the fuck is this guy?
who the fuck is this guy?
I'm sorry, guys.
Got a name?
I'm sorry, guys.
Is it Dalton?
No, it's Jordan. I know that guy. I don't know this guy.
Who is it?
This nigga been playing though. This nigga played 21 minutes the other night. He
Who?
didn't do shit but stole the ball.
Who are we talking about? Like
Jordan Goodwin.
Jordan Goodwin. Is he their backup?
He a
one?
guard. He a guard that play for him though.
Ah, fuck.
I'm getting minutes. To
I ain't better off having Bronny run that backup one.
No, that nigga, wait. Hold on, what he do this night? He had 6 points. Nigga had 6.7 points. He got some steals though. I guess he's just out there giving some good minutes in defensive run.
But still,
I guess when you're being realistic about it, I don't think they really have a backup one. You have LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves. So you're probably just rotating them through because you figure even though all of them are starting, there's times when you're pulling one off the court. You're having two on the court, leaving one, so you're flipping. So you probably have at some point in time, one of them is on the floor and running the point. Probably, it's probably not a time you have all three of them off the floor.
Yeah, I mean,
if there is time, then it's probably guys like that. Maybe you are putting guys like Gabe Vincent on the floor for a minute just to give guys breather.
Yeah,
right now because you figure once the playoffs start, if you're in that playoff push, minutes and rotation condense anyway. So they're not going to really be off the floor.
JJ's going to figure. I mean, well, JJ. First of all, JJ is. I know we talked about Coach of the Year candidates like a couple episodes ago, but did we even mention JJ? I don't remember if we did.
I don't think we did
because what he's done since not even he's kept them in the picture long enough for management to pull a move like this, and he's already prepared for it. He's like, oh, that's just what the fuck I need. He goes in the lab real quick. JJ, he gets on the whiteboard, erases some shit, switches some things up real quick, changes some shit, and now look at them. They're 3. That's crazy. They were just like 7, 8. Like what the hell? That's scary. And Luka's really getting comfy out there. His numbers are going up now. You notice the first game was kind of, now it's like he's starting to.
He's settling in.
He said LeBron is playing off of him great.
Austin Reeves is playing off of them great.
Austin Reeves, sir.
Fucking hillbilly Mamba.
You seen that clip of him when he was like, "Yeah, you're checking the game," and people be like, "Yo, I got a whiteboard." It's gonna be hell. That's what he said. It's gonna be hell.
Every fucking Austin Reeves edit, bruh.
That is crazy.
That's a bar. It's gonna be hell.
Reeves is.
I got his like his dribble package or some shit.
That's AR, man.
Yeah, AR-15. Boy, got that shit on him.
The Lakers is looking dangerous.
Oh yeah, I'm happy for LA. I'm happy Bron got some actual running.
Me too, because it was looking bad, bro. You was like, my thing, like the thing that when I realized like, oh, this is getting bad, is when he broke Kareem's scoring record and they lost the game.
Yeah, there's no way in hell
you can't. You could have lost 5-6 games straight after that. That is the one game you needed to fucking win. You knew he was breaking the record that night. Houses packed. Bro. OKC wasn't as powerful as they are now. They were still just starting to. They was good. They weren't this. And they fucking fumbled that, bro. They fumbled that shit, bro. That was in front of Kareem.
That's embarrassing.
If I'm LeBron,
I'm chewing their
throw
ass
the whole
out.
Night away. Throw the whole night away. Hey, Bron, take the picture with. No, I'm cool. I'm good. I don't even want the picture on the back of the stat sheet that we lost. No, bro, I'm good. Like that's. But yeah, instead of the somber tone. Shout out to JJ and all of them. Oh, shout out to JJ and them boys.
I didn't know you needed a lighter. I was telling you to give it to her.
Oh, was that what she did?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you need this? We have a guest. Did you need this? Sorry.
It's probably cold.
It's cold. It's not cold. It's okay. I tried my best. I did.
That's funny. Ah, shit. You gonna edit that out?
I don't know. Maybe.
Bro, I'm mad though, cause like I went back up there and everything and got him to refill my shit. I'm about to walk back in there. Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga.
Oh shit! I almost dropped that shit. Sorry about that. Lighting
Damn.
candles is harder than it looks.
Nah, fuck that. Make my shit straight, bitch ass nigga. Nah, I meant that
Yeah,
shit.
no, that lighter was kind of
that shit. I meant that shit. They gonna fix my shit. Fuck.
But
I'm
okay,
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
you good? Those are the standings. I forgot I cut you off at Minnesota, didn't I?
Nah, for the West, nah, we finished the West. Minnesota was 10, and then I said Phoenix. Phoenix was 11.
Who's 12? Is San Antonio 12?
No, I think
Utah.
I
It's got to be
it's
San
Portland.
Antonio.
I think it's
Portland can't be better.
Portland
than
is
San
11,
Antonio.
and then it's San Antonio.
What?
Portland is 27 and 33. San Antonio is 25 and 33.
Oh, San Antonio. It's okay though. It's all right. They got next year. They a full healthy next year. San Antonio.
Yeah, with Wemby and Fox.
Add some CP probably will come back. You think?
Castle.
Yes, Castle's coming into his own. I like San Antonio. They need just like one more piece, maybe. One more like kind of guy that could just get a bucket type shit, like off field, like a Malik Monk or
yeah,
like that type of player. Like San Antonio need that type of. All right, bet I got y'all off the bench or some shit.
Speaking about San Antonio, I know you said about Pop.
Yeah, prayers up for Greg Popovich. He's not dead or anything. He held a team meeting basically saying like what he was not going to be there for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's not going to be here for the rest of the year, and next year is up in the air as well. With all health concerns and everything going on,
right, Pop had a stroke.
But he's recovering from that stroke. So
well,
we don't know if the great Greg Pop will be sidelined next year, man.
He got to coach
end of an era, maybe.
It'll be crazy. It's like just when you think all hope is lost, the door opens and fucking Tim Duncan walks in a suit. And it's like, all right, well, let's get to work, guys. Like
on one condition. You let me bring in my team. Fucking Manu and
Tony walk in. Fucking I'm crying. Got his own staff. It's them. Oh my god.
Fucking shed a tear and Greg.
It's them.
Pop walks off into the fucking sunset. Nigga fucking
sit down with the clipboard. So here's how it starts.
That shit. Cinema.
Cinema. Fucking cinema. The Spurs. The rebirth of San Antonio.
Nah, full circle moment.
In reality, in all that like seriousness, though, they're gonna be good next year. They probably be like a 6-7. That's how I got them finishing next year. Wemby's gonna get his DPOY. This year he was gonna get it this year.
Yeah.
I guess Dyson Daniels, you're next up, right?
Yeah, he'll be next, Tyler.
Yeah, that's all right. Sorry, Wemby. He's gonna have a bunch. He's gonna get more than.
Wemby's.
So it's
man.
Okay.
So no, man. I was we were talking about. I watched. I finished watching the Netflix documentary Court of Gold.
Right.
I
got it.
Beautiful watch.
I gotta get into it.
If you haven't watched it, you definitely should.
I've been watching other shit.
I got a thing for sports documentaries anyway.
Love them.
Especially ones that like just the clips, being able to reel me in with that intensity, making me relive those moments. You know what I'm saying?
I remember where I was at.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This
Yeah.
morning I watched the last episode.
Okay.
I'm talking about like it was like probably like 8, 9 in the morning.
What's up?
My girlfriend woke up, rolled over, and looked at me, and I'm like, bro, I was watching Steph Curry, dude. Like that's the first. I didn't tell her good morning. The first thing I did when I talked to my girlfriend this morning was talk to her about how great Steph Curry was on this run.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Olympic
and if that
Steph,
makes
man.
no, if that makes you feel any type of way, I don't give a damn because Olympic Steph Curry might have been one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Might have.
I'm not gonna lie. No,
As an
might
American,
have.
you know,
Might have because I've seen Olympic Carmelo Anthony. I've seen Olympic Kevin Durant.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of great Olympic play in basketball. I've seen
Yeah.
Olympic LeBron James.
That's true. You've seen some great teams in
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Olympics, but Steph was up like
But I looked her in her eyes first thing this morning and I said I watched him do this little double cross side step over 2 people and we all knew nobody could stop it. It was just a matter of if this shot went in. And when it went in, I lost my mind. Damn near in this bed again. Like
See,
I could feel the goosebumps.
the shit is, you kind of, because I was in New York watching it, like it was during the summer and shit. I was in the living room like watching that shit with my uncle and his girlfriend. Like first shot goes in, it's like damn, that was a tough shot. Second one, it's like he's eating up. Then I think the third one was like it was the long one or something like that. And then it was like holy shit. And then the last one was the over the 2 people, and it was like no way. Like
let me
I was running around.
Let me take you into a scene, bro. So Steph and them are talking about how they wanted to, or Steve Kerr is talking about how they had the opportunity to put this game away, but they just couldn't pull it. Like, just couldn't put them down.
I was watching it.
We all were. They go on their run.
Hold on real quick. Overtime in Cleveland. Cavs and Trailblazers are going into overtime. Don't sell my parlay, Cleveland. Please don't sell my parlay. It's always the Trailblazers that beat the teams that are. I'm like, they're gonna beat Portland because it's Portland, and Portland beats them. It's always Portland. Something about those Trailblazers. I'm not betting on Portland because then they're gonna lose.
Type shit. So, anyways, so Kerr's talking about how they keep going on these runs, but they can't put them down. So Wemby with the putback dunk, if you recall correctly, Wemby with the putback dunk that brings it within 3.
Yeah.
USA calls a timeout, and as they go into the timeout, Steve Kerr says he was going to draw up a play. They're standing there, all the coaches standing there ready to draw up a play, and Steph walks over and he says he wants to run a play called ear tug. Ear tug.
That's a Golden State play, isn't it?
Ear tug is a play they run with a pick and roll, usually getting and then he wanted to run the pick and roll with him and Bron. He wanted to run a pick and run motion with him and Bron. And the way that Steph explains how he wanted to run up is he wanted to get Bron downhill. He wanted to run the pick motion. Steph runs the pick.
Pause for a second. This is why you get these motherfuckers on this. This is why when they were picking it, we need him. For a moment, none of these Jason Tatum didn't play. Tatum wasn't gonna fucking do that if he was in the game. He wasn't gonna make the call.
What did KD say earlier in this? He said, "Is that chemistry gonna help you when you have to guard Steph Curry?"
That's one of the
it's not. So, anyways, back to this. This is why I said this is why I love watching shit like this.
That's such a great call, though.
Taking you into these moments, okay? And Steph says, "Now look, when you run the play, he sets the pick, he rolls around." Hoping Bron, just hoping to play forms like he has in mind. Bron goes behind the back. If you recall the play correctly, they run the pick motion, and when they come off the pick, Bron does the little behind the back pass to Steph. You feel me? Steph says when Bron passes back to him, for all intents and purposes, basically from there, it's muscle memory.
He
he shoots, bang,
easy,
right? He said, if you recall, when he runs back down the court, he does a calm down motion. He said that's not even necessarily to the crowd. That's to himself. That's to let himself know, we good. We've been here before. He said, when you get in big pressure moments like this, you have to be comfortable with understanding, no matter what the outcome is, you're comfortable with doing whatever it happens, to get to wherever the outcome is. You feel me? If you're gonna take the big shots, you're comfortable with missing the big shots, just as comfortable you are with making the big shots.
Who else was like that? Who was the 5 out there at that point? It was
Bron, Steph, KD.
Was Embiid on the floor?
Yeah, Embiid was on the floor because Embiid was their matchup for Vic. They wiped Embiid on Vic.
And who was
Book?
Book was out there. Book was out there. Okay.
He says then you come back down, and it's pretty much from here. It's all just you get in these moments and you understand what it's been like to be here,
So
to know what the team needs.
So
basically.
what I call it is like when we're playing 2K and we start going, like I start hitting shots. I know where my guys is at. I start feeding, like finding this guy in the corner type shit where they're hitting people on. I know the cut's coming. Like I call that flow state. People know what if you know what flow state is. You know what flows. Oh, we're in flow state.
Bro,
Now the last thing you need is that five that you just said to get into flow state. We watched it happen. They started, bet off a miss, run, we out. Bron, K, Steph behind me, popping it. Let's get it. Like that. I was like, oh shit, oh god, okay, and beat off the board. Outlet, like oh shit, like yeah,
you get chills when you think about it, bro.
Yeah, and then, America,
and then that last play. Or not necessarily.
Was it even a play?
Well, what happened is not even necessarily. I'm not. Steph said he gives the ball to KD.
Yes.
He swings to KD.
I remember.
He swings to KD because it's like, it's K.
You know what to do. Regardless of what he do, he know what to do.
It's K. KD is like swinging the ball back to Steph is like. It was almost like, again, muscle memory.
It's a reload.
It's like
it's a reload for Steph, just without a dribble.
Steph says when he swung the ball to KD, he was under the intensive purpose. He was thinking, okay, KD's going to swing it to Bron maybe because Bron was open, if you recall.
Yes.
If he swings it, so that's what he's thinking. No, ball comes back to him. He said when it comes back to him, it's again get a shot. Okay. When he got to that shot, he was comfortable with it. Obviously,
of course.
He said he knew for a fact if the shot wasn't blocked, it was just a matter if it was going in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
he knew he could get to that spot. He knew that's the spot he wanted to get to. He knew that's the shot he wanted to take. What the fuck were they going to do? He saw the double team coming. So he knew this is what I have to do to get the shot off.
And that's why, and I'm glad I have to go back and watch that. I have to watch that and talk about that. Because that's only the greatest shooter ever can know, like, the angle that I have to get this shot up. That shot that he shot had arc, accuracy, distance, time, and I don't even think it hit the. Did it hit the rim when it went in, or was it a swish?
Just kind of like one of them grazed, like one of just like go over.
It was
like a little.
There is one person in the history of this planet that can make that shot, and we watched him do it. That's insane. The fact that he knew and like you said, and it's here you say that he's knew, like, as long as I can get it up, there's a good chance that it's gonna drop.
Yeah,
like I know where I'm at. I've shot this shot before.
I've done this.
This is just.
He says, and it's funny.
It's almost like as long as I can get it up in the air enough, it's gonna go.
I
know where to put it. That's fucking crazy.
A connection he made with, he said playing in the Olympics has a mixture of a feel of like playing in the NBA Finals and March Madness.
I was just about to say in the college tournament, bro. Like that's crazy.
It's like the pride, the sense of urgency.
Yep.
Everything that goes into it. And he was like, and then being able to do the shit for the pressure. That's what they were talking about as well. France was out. They were in fucking Paris, bro. Like playing against France.
Yeah. Every time France scored, that building
erupted. They keyed in on when Yabusele dunked on Bron.
That at that point, I think all of America kind of said.
The person that they were interviewing mostly for the documentary for the France team was Nicolas Batum, and really? I think he did a great job of giving insight because he's played on the team for the last 15 years.
Yeah, he's the longest.
He's been the longest tenure. He's the team captain. He's been there.
That's why Batum was in.
So that's why he was that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
and it's cool, yeah.
That's tough.
And it's cool listening to his insight because he said, and I quote, like, he was saying when they were going these runs, you would think like, that this is such a great team. The caliber of the players you're playing against. Of course you do. But you also believe in your nation, the guys you have, and when you stay within that stretch of points, you're within 10, you're within 5, whatever the case is, you believe.
It's basketball.
It's basketball. Whatever happens.
And then I'm not going to act like France didn't have a good 5
No,
out there.
but wait. He said also.
They had a dirty 5 out there.
He said you have a respect because he was like, ooh. If anybody was going to, he was like, he said, what was he was like they needed he was like or something was gonna happen to stop us, or something along the line. He was like a number 4 happened.
Yeah.
And it was like he said 99.9% of the people on the planet can't hit that shot.
Exactly.
It just happened that the person that could hit that shot
is the one that they're looking at.
Yeah,
it's
that's the
crazy.
guy that's the guy that was taking that
of
took
all
that
the
shot.
fucking people in the world to rob them of the gold medal, it was the only person that could.
But
in that moment, that shit is crazy.
I bring all of this up, bro. I like to talk about all of this because there is a clip.
Before you say that, hold on. That 5, like, I was just thinking about that 5. There was Batum, Fournier, Bogdanovich, Wemby, and Yabusele. If you don't watch international basketball, you're like, okay, so
that's a dog 5.
In fucking
bro.
FIBA, you don't want to see that 5.
Yeah,
man.
you
don't want to see that
that's
5,
a dog
bro.
fucking 5.
With France right here.
You got
holy shit. You're like
Frank coming off the bench.
And Frank
they got I forgot Kobe.
Was Gobert playing for them too? He was just on the bench because he was low key the liability.
Like barely something, but old boy from Washington.
Yeah, Koulibaly was having a great Olympics.
Yeah, because he was hooping. Because he
France.
He's some big shots for them too.
French niggas could hoop.
No,
you gotta give it to them.
Niggas
could hoop, bro. Go ahead.
Bring all this up, bro. Because we were talking Wemby.
Yeah.
And it's the very last clip of of the documentary. This is why this shit means like. This is why I'm like, ooh, I like you. Give me chills. You feel me? Very last clip of the documentary. They're showing the interview that Wemby had going on for post game after the loss, or I guess after accepting his silver medal.
Oh, he didn't want that shit.
Him.
He didn't want it.
They just asked him about how he feels going forward and, being young and going up against the guys he was going up and, being able to develop and go forward.
Yeah.
And Wemby said, like, that, Wemby said, and I quote, like, I'm scared. And she said, for who? For your opponents, like for your international opponents, or he said for everybody.
For everybody.
And that was the last thing. Like for everybody,
watch out
seen.
He's gonna be the ultimate difference maker in international basketball until another one of him pops
I told my girlfriend. The first thing my girlfriend had to hear this morning was basketball talk, y'all. I told her, like, I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, next Olympics, if not the next Olympics, then the following Olympics, France is gonna get a gold because Wemby is after it. He has that sour taste in his mouth. He was there and he lost it to the Avengers. Like, and it's not that I don't think the United States will continue to put up talent that will be able to continue to go compete for gold.
But
I think at some point in time you gotta think about the grind for a great player, and you gotta think about how well the international game is developing. Like Wemby said himself, the last two number 1 overall picks were France born players.
Yep.
So, guys are, that international talent pool is growing. And I think Wemby is going to play a big role in France's development because, like you just said, when you listed that 5 of players that France had out there, that doesn't and Frank and like Koulibaly are guys that are young. So you got things developing. There's names in that mix that you don't even know about, that we don't even know about.
Not yet, at least.
So it'll be fun to see. Like I said, I'm
4 years from now.
Yeah, like, and I'm ready for all of the little FIBA stuff that'll go on in between the mix of things, and just to see, because international ball is getting fun, and watching international ball is damn near like watching the NBA now. You're just watching different guys get to team up with different guys, or different guys play with different people type shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you mentioned like it ended with him saying that and shit, because I feel like eventually it's gonna come down to like how we just, like you said, Fournier said it just so happened that the one person that could hit that shot in that moment in the world happened to be the motherfucker that took it, right? It's going to come down to there's only one motherfucker that can
dethrone us,
either get this put back or grab this or make this shot over this, and it's going to be Wemby.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to him one year, and it's going to like
make or break type of moment.
It's going to be scary though, because he's already doing it, kind of. Like, yeah, he shut down for like, I think it was an all-star this year. He was an all-star. He was gonna be defensive player of the year. He's probably he can't make a defensive team, but he was gonna make first.
Yeah, man.
Like he's
when we and this
what
is
25 and 10 already, something like that.
It's scary, bro. It's scary when you think about the potential that he has and the trajectory that his career is on.
And it's like the fact that he's international just makes it even. That makes it that much worse for everybody. It's not like it's a it's a Bronny or it's a homeborn kid that we've watched from high school.
Nope.
It's a motherfucker that dropped in out of France, 7'5".
Fucking French alien.
Coming at you.
Hilarious.
Coming at you. You don't know if he's gonna euro around you, jump over you, or pull up from fucking 30.
Might just go through you.
Or like
some time.
It's scary.
Yeah, bro. That shit is wild. Wemby's got scary potential. And it's more niggas of that build coming out. Like,
dude, it is, man. These kids are these young guys, man. They're getting like, what the hell? What was that when I was growing? Like, no, fuck, I ain't putting these Kellogg's.
I want that. I should have been in the league. I built like that.
You're right. Give me that type of
wilding out this motherfucker.
I did back. Oh, getting old. Must be close to that time.
Hey, man. Well, I guess we can wrap it up though. I mean, if you want to be honest,
yeah, it's a lot. It's been a fun weekend, man.
Definitely has. Probably got more damn shit coming up in store for you.
Definitely got a lot coming up.
Other shit going on.
He's gonna watch Invincible because we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah. I finished Court of Gold though. That's the only thing that was really holding me up. I was really wrapped up into that.
That's okay.
That shit was dope. Like I said, y'all need to give that a watch if you haven't. Yeah, that shit was good.
Yep. CENA's heel turn. Elimination Chamber was a great show. Got Mania coming up soon.
Yep.
We're building the Mania now, man. We're building. It's fun.
That'd be definitely fun.
NFL draft and all of that, the combine, and got that going on. And then the league, man. The NBA is the second half of the season.
So it's about to get this playoff push in.
We're gonna see who steps up, who stands down, who shits the bed,
and all of the above and shit.
Catch it here, man. You know who gives you the best feedback? It's us. Of course it is.
Of course.
But until next time, man, it was fun. It was a great convo. Next week will be that much better. It's your boy Eazy.
Yeah, man, and it's Tony.
Until next time,
we'll catch y'all. Acha.
What was that? I'll see you. We'll see you later.
What the hell was that? What?
Me and Drake have been up a little bit, diamonds so sick, yo, I think we need chemo. I'ma shoot with the